What if I told you that the scariest parts of your childhood didn't come from monster movies, but from the Saturday morning cartoons you thought were totally safe? You laughed, you ate your favorite cereal, you felt brave. But secretly, these kids' shows had villains so creepy and weird that they've been living in your head ever since. Today, we're talking about the 10 most scary 90s cartoon villains that gave an entire generation of kids the shivers. Please take a moment to like and subscribe to our channel. It helps us stay alive to make more content that will bring back your childhood memories. Number 10. Him, the Powerpuff Girls. The Powerpuff Girls was supposed to be bright, colorful, and super fun. But then came him. Picture this. A scary devil-like creature with giant crab claws, high-heeled boots, and a squeaky voice that could suddenly turn into a terrifying growl. Him wasn't just any bad guy. He was like a nightmare dressed up for Halloween. What made him so creepy wasn't just how he looked. It was how he messed with the girls' minds. While other villains like Mojo Jojo just wanted to take over the world with silly inventions, him would whisper mean things and try to make the sisters fight each other.
Poor, unsuspecting Townsville, all snug in your beds, unaware of the evil that takes place high above your head.
Number 9. Cats. Courage the Cowardly Dog. Remember Courage? The pink dog who screamed a lot? His whole show was already pretty weird, stuck in the middle of nowhere with strange monsters showing up every week. But Cats was different. Cats was a red cat who seemed super polite and nice at first. He owned hotels and fun places like carnivals. But here's the scary part. He was actually really mean and would hurt people just because he felt like it. He once fed visitors to giant spiders. The worst part about Cats was that he never yelled or acted crazy. He was calm and quiet, which somehow made him way scarier than any roaring monster.
There's no place to run, and no place to hide.
Number 8. Shredder, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Shredder was the main bad guy trying to defeat our favorite pizza-loving turtle heroes. Covered head to toe in sharp metal armor with spikes everywhere, he looked like a walking cheese grater that wanted to hurt people. Shredder's armor had more pointy bits than a porcupine having a bad hair day. What made Shredder really scary was that he was the turtles' biggest enemy, and he was really good at fighting. He had an army of robot ninjas called Foot Soldiers, and he never gave up trying to destroy the turtles and their rat teacher, Splinter. Shredder wasn't just mean, he was smart, strong, and totally ruthless. Kids watching knew that when Shredder showed up, the turtles were in serious trouble.
No one opposes the Shredder, and now I will have my revenge for our last encounter.
Number 7. Queen Beryl, Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon looked like the sweetest show ever. Magical girls with pretty outfits fighting for love and justice. But Queen Beryl was like a dark cloud over all that sparkle and happiness. This tall, scary queen with wild red hair controlled something called the Dark Kingdom. She would steal people's energy to make them weak and sad, and she wanted to cover the whole world in darkness. Her hair was so wild, it looked like she stuck her finger in an electrical outlet while having a bad day. Queen Beryl was extra frightening because she was so powerful and mean. In the original Japanese version, she actually succeeded in hurting some of the good guys really badly, something that almost never happened in other cartoons back then.
The Oracle says it's time to attack the other dimension to unleash the power of the Negaforce.
Number 6. Magneto, X-Men, the animated series. Magneto could control all metal with his mind, which sounds cool until you realize how scary that really is. Imagine someone who could throw cars at you, crush buildings, or trap you in a metal cage just by thinking about it. But what made Magneto really disturbing was his story. He wasn't evil just to be mean. He was angry because people had been really cruel to him when he was younger. This made him want to hurt regular humans to protect mutants like himself. One cool thing about Magneto was that he never had to worry about losing his keys. Magneto was scary because he thought he was doing the right thing, even when he was doing terrible stuff. That's way more frightening than a villain who's just mean for no reason. The pattern. Do you see what's happening here? Do you notice a pattern? The 90s villains that really stuck with us weren't the silly, goofy bad guys. They were cold, smart, and really good at getting inside people's heads. Kids were hooked, fear made you tune in, And maybe, just maybe, executives knew that a little trauma was good for ratings. We've already seen some twisted villains who melt cartoons alive, but trust me, the list only gets darker from here, because we're diving into the final 5 villains, the ones so twisted, so psychologically scarring, that even as an adult, you'll remember exactly where you were when you first saw them. Number 5. Demona, Gargoyles. Demona was a gargoyle, one of those stone creatures that come to life at night. But unlike the good gargoyles who protected people, Demona hated all humans and wanted to destroy them. What made her so scary was that she used to be one of the good guys. She was best friends with Goliath, the main hero gargoyle. But after humans betrayed and hurt her clan, she turned evil and stayed angry for over 1,000 years. Demona could turn into a human during the day, which let her blend in and plan her revenge. She was smart, powerful, and had centuries of anger built up inside her. Plus, she had laser cannons and wasn't afraid to use them. Demona held grudges.
You're a fool, but then you always were, weren't you? If you'd only taken the rest of our clan away from the castle that night, the plan was perfect.
Number 4. The Green Goblin, Spider-Man the Animated Series. The Green Goblin wasn't just any bad guy. He was Spider-Man's worst enemy. Flying around on a scary glider that looked like a bat, wearing a creepy green mask, and throwing exploding pumpkin bombs at everyone. But the really disturbing part was finding out that under the mask was Norman Osborn, the dad of Spider-Man's best friend Harry. Imagine discovering that your best friend's parent was secretly trying to hurt you. The Green Goblin's Halloween costume game was so intense, he wore it year-round. The Green Goblin was terrifying because he was completely crazy and unpredictable. He would laugh like a maniac while doing terrible things, and he knew Spider-Man's secret identity, which put everyone Peter Parker cared about in danger.
Mary Jane!
What's wrong, Spider-Man? No quick comebacks, no clever one-liners?
You think this is a game, Osborn?
Number 3. Hexadecimal, Reboot. Reboot was one of the first computer-animated shows ever, set inside a computer world. And living in that digital world was Hexadecimal, a computer virus that looked like a woman wearing different masks. Here's what made her absolutely terrifying. Her face was actually a mask that could change instantly. 1 second she'd have a calm, pretty face, and crack. Suddenly she'd have a screaming, angry face, or a sad face, or a totally crazy laughing face. Did you notice how Hexadecimal changed personalities more often than kids change their minds about what they want for lunch? You never knew which personality you were going to get, and the changes happened so fast, they made you jump. It was like she had multiple people living inside her head, and they were all kind of scary.
Happy, sad, happy, sad, happy, sad.
Intrigued.
Number 2. Aku, Samurai Jack. Aku was a giant, shape-shifting demon made of pure darkness. He could turn into anything, a dragon, a building, even other people. With flaming eyebrows and a voice that sounded like evil itself, Aku ruled the future world with an iron fist. What made Aku so disturbing was how powerful he was. He had already won. He controlled everything, and the Samurai Jack was stuck in Aku's twisted future, trying to find a way back to his own time to stop this nightmare from happening. Aku wasn't just strong, he was smart, funny in a mean way, and seemed to enjoy making people suffer. He would often let Jack get close to winning, just so he could crush his hopes again.
Oh, so angry! Be careful, Samurai. So much stress will give you a heart attack. Ooh, what am I saying? Please continue. Never mind what I said.
Number 1. Angelica Pickles, Rugrats. Wait, Angelica from Rugrats? The bratty 3-year-old cousin? How is she scarier than demons and monsters? Here's the thing, Angelica was the villain hiding in plain sight. While everyone else on this list was obviously bad, Angelica looked like just another kid. But she was a master manipulator who lied, bullied, and scared babies for fun. Think about it. She convinced Tommy and the other babies that monsters were real, that their parents didn't love them, and that terrible things would happen if they didn't do what she said. She was a psychological bully who used her age and innocent appearance to get away with being really mean. I'd say Angelica could make a baby cry faster than a smoke alarm with a dying battery. Angelica was scary because she was realistic. Every kid watching knew someone like her, maybe at school, maybe in their own family. She proved that sometimes the scariest monsters don't have claws or fangs, they just have mean hearts.
Hey, Angelica, you give that back! The world isn't meant for babies. But it's mine! Not anymore!
So why were so many 90s cartoon villains so creepy and unsettling? The people who made these shows grew up during scary times in history. They knew what real fear felt like, and somehow that fear snuck into the cartoons they created for us. Maybe these villains actually helped prepare us for the real world. They taught us that not all bad guys are obvious, that some mean people seem nice at first, and that being brave sometimes means being scared, but doing the right thing anyway. What do you think? Which of these villains scared you the most when you were little? Did we forget any really creepy cartoon bad guys from the 90s? These villains didn't just appear in your cartoons, they stuck around in your memory. And maybe that's exactly what the people who created them wanted all along. If you remember being scared of Saturday morning cartoons and want to hear more stories about the weird stuff from your childhood, drop a like and subscribe to our channel.